How is everyone doing? Welcome to my channel, Voice of Kin. In this video, I will talk about a particular anime in which I grew up and fell in love with. I am not a critic or whatever, I'm just an otaku who wants to talk and share about anime. We all have a certain shonen anime in which we invest our time with. Some anime fans, weebs, or otakus would be so into Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, and many other mainstream shonen animes. But the particular anime that I will be talking about is Fairy Tail. I started watching this show way back when I was 12 years old, and I literally grew up with it. When I started watching it, the show only had 5 episodes, as much as I can remember, and during that time, there was no Netflix, and we cannot afford a cable where we can watch it, so I would buy bootleg DVDs and go to internet cafes to look through YouTube and rest in peace Kiss Anime for new episodes. It was also that year where my weebiness is at its highest peak. Therefore, I cannot wait for the next episode to come out. I'm a 30-ass girl during that time. During those times, I cannot comprehend why Fairy Tail really caught my attention out of all the mainstream shonen animes out there. Now that I have grown up, I thought about it too long and hard why it really did caught my attention during those times. So I'm gonna give the reasons why, and here they are. Disclaimer: this video is only based on my opinions, and some of it might have my own biases and subjective insights. This is made for entertainment purposes. It does not mean to hurt anyone, so do not take everything so seriously. Let's just enjoy life. Thank you. First reason: the series showed that female characters can be an overpowered character. I mean, that's so cool. For me, as a 12-year-old girl, it gave me such a biased impact about the show because it was the very first shonen anime that I watched in which the females were given such power and confidence. I mean, hell yeah. It is so refreshing for me during those times where I get to see strong, confident, principled, and unique characteristics of girls in Fairy Tail. Not just in Fairy Tail Guild, but also in other guilds as well. Second reason: as a 12-year-old child, I want my main characters to be already overpowered at the very beginning, and surprise, surprise, Fairy Tail showed it to me. Then, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, I fell in love with it. Now to third reason: the show emphasizes a lot of forgiveness and giving other people second chances to change for the better, to become the best versions of themselves. I observed this kind of theme from the show because there were a lot of villains in which Fairy Tail fought and won against, and then they changed their own path to do good, or repented or redeemed themselves from their wicked actions. For example, we have Gajeel. Well, so to people who already seen Fairy Tail, you can really witness a very solid change in him. We also have Juvia. She also changed a lot, not just as a character, but a lot of her outfit changed. So yeah, remember the fire element guy who became a teacher? It was really surprising for me. It was an eye-opener for me that people can really change. It was a good thing. It was a good call for Fairy Tail. Good job. We also have Jalal, Meridi, and Ultir, who made a guild called Crime Sorcerer, where they help solve crimes in Magnolia or whatever the Fairy Tail world is, so that the crimes will go lessen, or the crime rate will become less. And they were only people to name a few. Now move on to the fourth reason. They actually showed parenting. Most of the Fairy Tail members are orphans, except for Lucy, but then she became one when her father died after they came back from Tenrojima Island 7 years past. Now, Master Makarov is actually the one who takes care of these orphan children, and he has been doing pretty well, guiding them towards a proper path for them to live a prosperous life, to have a happy life, to give them a good life. The one scene that I can distinctly remember how the series showed what parenting is was when Makarov wants Gajil to join Fairy Tail. Makarov kind of recruited Gajil to be part of Fairy Tail. He said during that time that he may not have fully forgiven him for hurting his children, but at least making him join Fairy Tail will guide him to a better path in life. At least Makarov is there looking out for Gajil to do actually good, to do something good. Now, move on to the fifth reason. I like the series comedy. I like their comedy, period. Sixth reason. The story is not too light and not too dark. How can I explain this? Well, it's not too light, where it's just a slice of life, pure slice of life. And it's not too dark, where there are heavy plots and serious plots and heavy drama. Not that kind of shit. But they have decent dramas, enough drama and enough comedy and enough lightness of the mood. So yeah, not too light and not too dark. Seventh reason. The anime and manga did not took forever to finish. Thank you, Hiromashima sensei. And it's very much appreciated because I hate watching or reading series that drags too much. Now, let's move on to my last but not the least reason why I love this show so much is that the series made me experience that I am part of the guild, actually. That I am a guild member of Fairy Tail. It made me feel like I am one of them, together with their struggles, their relief, their pain, their happiness, sadness, and their journey towards epic adventures. This kind of feeling, this experience, makes me really love this anime so much. And it's the reason why it stood out for me of all the shonen animes that I watched. Of all the mainstream shonen animes that I watched, this is the only anime that made me feel that engrossed me into their world, that it feels like I'm really part of them. Fairy Tail has a certain charm that I really love. I don't know how can I explain this. It's unexplainable, this kind of feeling. I don't know, it's just my weebiness or whatever, but it's just that there's a certain charm in Fairy Tail in which I cannot find in all the mainstream shonen animes that I have watched during that time, even now. There's nothing like Fairy Tail for me. There's nothing like an experience of Fairy Tail. I know I have heard a lot of anime fans that don't like Fairy Tail. I understand that, and maybe they have their own reasons, but I got what I wanted from this anime, and that's the important thing. Well, we all die and end in the soil anyway, so might as well enjoy what we watch. With that said, concludes my video, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this, or you don't know what's coming next, right? So don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget also to leave a comment if you have any ideas, agreements, disagreements, discussions, or any arguments, debate, whatever you want. Free to comment down below, and I am happy to read all your thoughts. Remember to always keep an open mind, whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you hear. And I believe that's it. See you in the next video. Voice out.